It's about my older son, John. He was to come home in November, and about almost a week before that, he said he couldn't come. And I was very disappointed. So last Sunday week, they were to come next week. And last Sunday week, he rang and he just said, I have something to tell you, it's bad news, I'm not coming. From LA. I'm not coming from LA with his wife and the two girls. There's a problem. There's $1,500 up on the fares. So I got an awful shock and I was devastated. And I was here at the meeting last week, and I don't know, I wasn't with myself. So I said it to Amal, I said it to Eileen. But in the meantime, I decided that I wasn't going to hold a grudge, that I would tell him I loved him and that God bless him. And I went upstairs rooting for something in my bedroom. I had a lot of, holy things and all that. And I said, something must pop up to me. So the next thing I got, this 3-line thing is, nothing is impossible to God. So I texted him that with it. And when I did it, I really felt that nothing is impossible to God and that he was going to do it. So I believed it. And 2 days later, John rang, or 3 days, I don't know, but he rang and he said, Mom, I'm coming. KLM, the airplane crowd, the flights, they had cancelled it. And seemingly John had checked up, but the money went through. And then they got on to a person that deals in, picking the cheapest flight. So they said it was their fault. So they were going to pay the $2,000 difference. So $3,000. So I suppose for me, it was the first time that when I put those 3 words, that few sentences in, that I really handed it over. And I said, it's going to happen. So I believed in the positive. And they're coming on Friday, and I had a big surprise. Betty is here, a friend of mine. And she said that I could stay in her house and have a room there. If there isn't a room, if like through the COVID, that I need to move out, that I can stay there every night. So thanks, Betty. And that's what I have to say now.
Well, I'm not going to leave you that easy. But before that. Hold on.
No.
Can we talk some business?
About what?
Last week,
Yeah.
Margaret was very, very disappointed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're quite angry, rather.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. So when you give into angry, what was the words that came out of you? Was it life-giving words, or did you speak?
I can't remember what I said. Do you remember it?
Quite a bit.
Do you?
Quite a bit, which I don't want to say.
No. All right.
Well, they don't. But did you speak something positive, something very good, or something very negative that came out of your mouth?
I was very negative, I'd say.
Very negative.
I just had given up, like, really. And
you are filled with so rage, I can say, that finally at the neck of the moment to say I'm not coming.
Yeah.
You mean that it anger was your outburst, but inside is that
yes.
Anger was your outward expression, but what happened inside you was that the loving longingness to see everybody was just washed away in a flip of a second.
Yeah.
So that means you are not accepted. And that's where the anger stemmed out, and you begin to say quite negative. Now, when you said negative, what did I ask you to do?
I can't remember what you said, to be honest with you, Matt.
Yes, because
I
you asked me.
Hear yet.
Yeah, but then you asked me to send a WhatsApp
You
voicemail.
did, yeah. And to keep on praising and thanking God.
God.
Funnily enough, no, I didn't. Oh, it isn't funny, but I was led to go and look for myself. That phrase.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is when I was that upset and when I decided that I needed to say something to John, I looked for myself in the word and that stood out to me.
Nothing is impossible with God.
It's God.
And now what seemed impossible last Saturday night became possible on Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Because I really, whatever happened to me, I really believed it in myself that God is going to do it and he is coming. Right?
Praise God.
So it's a new thing for me that no matter how bad things are, because I haven't seen this son of mine for 2.5 years, and I haven't seen my grandchildren 6 and 8, and my other son is coming as well. And as well as that, the gift of it was that my older son, like, what will I say? I'd say he felt disappointed that my other son was going to be in the house as well. So that was another thing. And John, my older son, said, Mom, you needn't worry about that. I said, I was concerned about the dynamics, but too many when they hadn't met one another for a bit. It's a totally different thing. They're out of the country and coming. Whereas this is a big thing that they're actually coming together to be with one another. And the other little granddaughter of my other son will be there as well. So, and Betty knows my younger son. Yeah. So I feel good and I'm delighted I can praise and thank God. And why I'm doing it is to give hope to others that when desperate situations happen, and they've happened earlier in my life, and somehow I passed them over then, but I'm getting a bit tired if, I don't know, I was just taking that. That's it.
No. Will you get angry now?
I can't guarantee you that.
Well, we need to fast.
Yeah.
On anger.
Yeah.
Yes? Because when anger felt in your heart, the words that came was not building your life, where the words were actually not building the relationship between your sons either.
Yeah.
But when you understood, when the promise of God spoke back to you to say, nothing is impossible with me, leave it with me. Okay, what happened when you read that word?
I believed it.
You believed it. You came alive.
The word
came.
That word came alive. Because when I was in a desperate situation, when my husband took his,
when things negative happened with your husband.
Things happened with my husband, I really trusted and handed myself over to the Lord that time without taking any tablets, nothing. So, I mean, I can honestly vouch for that it was a miraculous journey, And through it, I helped lots of people that came my way unexpectedly.
So will we get an agreement today that you will not get angry?
I made the agreement with the Lord.
Good girl.
Not with anybody else.
Good. When you are not angry, when you are given that commitment before God, that stands with everybody then.
Yes, that's it.
Because when you love God.
But the point is this, we're all human too. I'm only human.
But then the Holy Spirit is given to you. That is why he has been given to you and me.
Yeah.
Because he knows that you and I cannot do on my own.
No, we can't.
Yes. And that's why a helper, a counselor, a paraclete has been given to you and me.
That's right.
Now you understand now?
I do.